Lights is on the beat.
We are back. This is CSE 216, aka
CSE Posse.
We got our first one of the night. Goes by the name of Miss Shaura. How we doing, young lady?
I am well. How are you?
All righty. Let's talk about it. Let the people know why you're here and exactly what you got going on.
Well, I'm here because you invited me here.
This is true. This is true.
But I am what you would consider a multiple stream entrepreneur.
Let's talk about
it.
Starting with stream number one.
Stream number one, I'm a nail technician by trade. I own my own salon.
Boom.
It's Nailtorious Icons. It's located in Maple Heights, Ohio.
Okay.
Okay. Stream number two.
Stream number two, I am also a competitive gym owner. So I teach kids ages 3 to 18 competitive cheer and dance, basically at a collegiate level.
Wow.
That was the number one reason why I reached out to her, because I seen the work that she was doing with the youngins, and you know we all about the kids. These girls are super energetic, super skilled, super acrobatic, and they are young black babies. You know, and I see her doing her thing with her, and I've probably been trying to get Shaura on the show for like over a year now. About that long, right, Shaura?
Yes, I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But you're here now. You know, and that's
more
what
is
matters.
persistent.
You know what I'm saying? I stay persistent because I'm like, Shaura, what up, though? Come on now. But I love what you're doing. Talk about that a little bit before we go into the next stream.
No problem.
Talk about the babies.
So, I resided in Cleveland first. That's kind of how I started the organization. I have 2 younger daughters. At the time, they were 6 and 8. So going to the city schools, you know, Cleveland, sometimes they don't have, you know, programs after school, in school, that they can get involved in, and my kids were very athletic. So essentially, couldn't get them into no cheer programs, and it wasn't challenging my children like I knew that they, you know, to the best of their ability. So we moved out of the city of Cleveland, and we moved to Lake County, Willoughby specifically, and my oldest joined a cheer team. And, you know, she joined that cheer team, and my other kids that were around them, that had kind of grew up with them, originally wanted to do what, you know, competitive cheer as well. So I started an organization in 2008, and we practiced at the park. It was a free community program. We did it over the summer, and the kids wasn't ready to separate at the end of the summer because, you know, they had formed bonds and sisterhoods. And just by the grace of God, I was walking down Turney one day and seen a storefront that was for rent. So I went on, I applied for it, we got it. That was our first actual brick and mortar after 5 years of practicing at the park. And started at that point in 2013, and it blossomed from there into a full-fledged all-star competitive-based program.
No,
We've been running for 7 seasons now.
You take your show on the road competitively, like y'all go out of town and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I was seeing that. Have you finished first, second, third?
Oh, we're national champions.
I tell you. I tell you. Talk about it a little bit. Now, Shaura, you look like you can cut a rug over there. Now, who teaches the girls these dance moves and stuff? Like, who gets down with it?
Well, first, I am the cheer coach, okay? I teach cheer and tumbling, but I have an amazing staff that works with me. I have a director of dance. She does all the dancing. I do all the cheer and the flipping and things of that nature.
Okay.
Were you in gymnastics?
No, I wasn't. But I was a bomb cheerleader, though.
Okay.
So was it a what prompted you from having your daughter participate in the Willoughby thing to saying, you know what, I'm gonna start my own? Was it the?
Ooh, that's a tough question, and I hope I don't offend nobody listening.
I already know the answer. Yeah.
Do you want me to elaborate or?
Tell us.
Okay.
We don't know.
So, like I said, we moved to Willoughby, and my daughter joined a team that was out there. She was pretty much the only African American girl on the team. And she came home one day and told me that, Mom, so-and-so said that she didn't want me backing her because I was African American. I don't raise my children like that, so she knew to kind of keep pushing and, you know, keep going and doing what it is that she know how to do best. So for weeks, I mentioned it to the coach. For weeks I came in and I would sit in the practice and watch. So at break time, my daughter would go off by herself. The kids would go off to the side, play with each other. And I asked her when she came home from practice one day, like, are you okay? Are you comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, I'm okay. Me as a parent, I'm not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's only so much that I could have came to the coach and kind of put that in perspective, like, hey, can you say something to the other kids to kind of make them interact with her? You know, they're all on the same team. They're there probably 6 hours out of the week together. And I just don't like no child being singled out.
Right.
So originally that is kind of what made me say, okay, got a cheer background. I've been cheering since I was in 3rd grade. I'm going to go get my certifications and I'm going to start my own organization. And from there,
The rest is
That's-
history.
yes, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
what's up. I'm glad you did that. And it shows the character of the coach, because as a parent, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have had to say a word.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so that should have been facilitated off top. Soon as she seen that division and that separation,
Yeah.
that's what a coach job is. Let's coach them up. Let's get this team together. So let's talk about the 3rd string. We're streaming up the road.
I am a certified credit consultant. So I help individuals go from qualified to qualified, from 0 credit scores to 700 credit scores. So I basically teach financial literacy and I do credit restoration.
Now, you teach classes with that?
I do.
How young do you start with the classes? Because I think that's something vital that's missing in our community with these brown babies. Financial literacy.
Right,
Whatever,
I agree.
Yeah.
I am currently working.
I couldn't make it. It's okay.
I am currently working my way into the school system because originally it does start within the child, our adolescents. We wasn't taught, sad to say, but it's just the way we grew up. We wasn't taught, financial literacy, coming up, and our parents probably didn't have credit cards and things of that nature, but I am working my way into the school systems to even go and, speak, even if it's 45 minutes, to just talk about it. It's definitely needed.
Absolutely.
What are some of the biggest misconceptions regarding credit, and I guess raising a school?
Well, that you don't need credit.
Right. Like
that's
I pay cash for everything.
I pay cash for everything. That is a lot that I hear from clients when they come in. Oh, well, I don't have credit. I don't need it. I pay cash, But now we're living in a world where
You need it.
you definitely need it. Credit has more buying power than cash.
Mhm.
I am also a licensed realtor.
Wow. The two go hand in hand.
They go hand in
Helping
hand.
with credit and buying a home. Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
how long have you been doing that?
This is my 3rd year.
Okay. Feeling really good about that career move?
Yes, I am. I was that inquisitive kid at the age of 10. Instead of watching cartoons, I was watching the open house channel on Sundays.
Nice.
Real man.
Now, do you being in the game for 3 years? I remember coming up as a kid, teenager, young adult, the American dream, owning property, nice fence around the house, blah, blah, blah. Do you find that it's still that American dream to be a homeowner, or has it fallen off a little bit?
Well, yeah, I think it's still, the American dream, but again, it's a misconception of, between consumers on whether or not they should purchase or if they should rent, so that's something else that I educate my buyers when they come in and they're even interested in home purchase or even credit restoration, Definitely purchase your home. You say you don't want to do the repairs and things of that nature, but you're paying probably double, sometimes triple for, the rent that you pay. So by the time you pay that, you definitely can be a homeowner.
One quick question too. When purchasing a home, I think it's broken down in maybe 2 things. You got the rent to own situation, and I think they give you is it a 15-year to 30-year, or is it what? Have you heard of those numbers before?
15-year to 30-year tax abatement?
To own your home, or you you can own your home within that time?
Oh, you mean the
Oh, yeah.
term?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
term. The term is definitely gonna depend on the client.
Okay,
You know, you can choose, you can double up on your payments and things of that nature, but you have the option for a 15-year loan, 30-year loan. It's up to the buyer.
okay. You
What-
got something?
Go ahead.
What is the minimum credit score you need to have to qualify for a loan?
Well, I have a rent-to-own program that you can have a 550 credit score is the minimum. And then, yeah, and that's really populating really heavy in the state of Ohio. And then for minimum loan purchase, it's 580, but 620 is a favorable score.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, 550,
That's
when they
good
come up with that one?
Yeah, it's been about maybe 18 months since
Okay.
this company has originated in Ohio, so they're trending, they're popping them out.
Yeah, they trying to get you to be a homeowner for
That's
real.
nice.
Mhm.
Well, you gotta
That is awesome.
adjust to the game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Now, how is that interest rate?
Good
Well-
With the
question.
580.
Good question.
And,
It's right now, I think rates are about 4%.
okay.
But again, if you have the ability to increase your
That's
score,
nice.
that's
Yeah.
gonna give you the better rate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then too,
Okay.
people can, if you get a higher rate initially, you can eventually refinance once your score is better.
Yeah.
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 I think
Or you
I
can
got
even buy
another
it down
stream for
by
you.
your interest rate down.
I got another stream for you. With those 4 streams alone, you gotta be pretty cold at time management. I mean, I'm just listening to it. Like, I'm like, it's only 24 hours in a day. You got, I'm sure, but the cheerleading comes in seasons, though, right?
Well, we are a 4-year program.
Full year?
We run 11 months, and then the 12th month is tryouts.
These girls are serious, man. You got to see them tumble.
She's serious. Time
Yeah.
management, like boy, you got your hours down to the.
She ain't got them that good. We've been trying to get her for a year.
She don't have time.
No, that's good.
She don't have
If
time.
a girl is interested in joining, what are you guys looking for? Are you guys accepting new members?
Yes, well, so we have enrollment all year round, no matter what time of the season it is, and none of our kids need any experience. 99% of my kids came in and could not do a 4-roll cartwheel round off, but now, as T said, they are tumbling across the mat.
That's
These
amazing.
ladies
I
are
know
beasts.
that.
I love them.
Them girls look like they came out the womb with some type of check out the page, man. Them girls is awesome. So when are tryouts? Like what month?
Tryouts typically are in May. Our
Okay.
season starts in June because we train for 3 months over the summer, and then we start competing in October. You know, however, we have open enrollment all year round, you know, for the kids.
How's pricing for parents, single mothers?
So I pride myself on being the best on industry rates. So pricing ranges from $50 all the way up to $165 a month. And $165 a month is basically my kids that's on 2 teams.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Good.
Is there 5 streams or we're stopping at 4? Or is that it? Or-
There is, but
I'm at sardines, I tell you. Listen, I want you to shoot out your social media, shoot out anywhere you can be contacted with everything of those 4 to 5 to maybe 10 streams that you got going on.
well, you can get all of the streams from my main page, which is Miss Iconic, MZICONIC, and all of the businesses that I run are in the bio.
Super dope. Do you have anything coming up as far as classes with the?
I have a Home for the Holidays class, which is next Monday. That's teaching individuals financial literacy, life after bankruptcy, how to purchase a home with challenge credit, as well as the home purchase process.
And you got the times and the day for that?
That's next Monday. That's the 14th of October. It starts at 6:30.
Okay.
So now with all that,
Mhm.
what do you do for yourself?
I'm just now learning to delegate. As you know, kind of step away from some of the things and kind of assign projects, and that was very hard for me because it's kind of hard to trust people.
Yeah.
But I am now stepping into that me time, that free time, that cut the phone off and enjoy me.
That's what's gonna keep you sane,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well, listen, with that being said, Shaura, I wanna thank you for finally joining the table, the round table, and bringing and shedding light on what it is that you do. I'm proud of you. I'm definitely happy for all the things that you're doing, but the impact you got on the kids, man. I look at it and I'm like, these kids, these girls are amazing. Now, is it just girls or do you have guy tumblers as well?
We have boys, and the boys attend free. They just pay for their uniform and competition fee and coach fee. They have no tuition.
Wow, there you have it. Listen, we got to pause for the calls, pay some bills, if you will. You're listening to CSE 216, aka
CSE Posse.
We'll be back.